Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On my last post, Game Over, I made some statements that aren't new, but I haven't said and see in a long period of time. And now I'm back. I'm back now because the truth of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, I am important. And because I am important, 8 million people on this earth are important. Just as important as I am. They are on this earth by the same mechanism as I am, entitled to the same benefits as I am. Having choice to be here or not be here. When the truth is known. You know, if I talk just for myself, you know I'd be a hypocrite. If I talk just for black people, you know I'd be a hypocrite. If I talked only for Americans, you know I'd be a hypocrite. And the only thing that would free me from that would is if I cared for all people. And when I say care for all people, what do I mean when I say care? The same thing I mean when I say and think of care for me. That means peace, prosperity, freedom, joy, happy in life, and be able to live my dreams, my needs, my wants, and my desires met when I want to. I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, a satisfied life without lying, without cheating, without stealing, without backbiting, without hating, without racism, without any of that stuff. That's what I would want. And that means that food, clothing, shelter, education, health care, transportation, and anything that's made by the hands of man would be accessible to me and to each and every last one of you. Why? Because each and every last one of us benefits from the resources of this earth, and as such, each of us participate in the process of creation and causing a manifestation for the goods and reservoir services that every human being got access to. And that means you come here, you work with the process of making it great, and you receive the benefits of making it great. Now, this is for me and every human being on the face of the earth. Now, I see every government on the face of the earth that does not think about that going that way. So, to me, you are anti-love. You're anti-righteousness. That's to me. When I see these things happening and people willing to kill and willing to lie and to cheat and steal and mess over people, and I look around and see the hunger and the poverty and the crime and violence, it tells me the system of the world, all of them are screwed up. And this is the evidence of it. And all of those out there supposed to be speaking for righteousness and watching this and stuff go away, remain, it's hypocrites. Like preachers, hypocrites. Popes, elders, hypocrites. Religion, hypocrisy. The Bible, hypocrisy. And why should I bite my tongue? All I gotta do is look around me. Why? Because, ladies and gentlemen, under the authority of love, under the authority of God, the invisible God that you cannot see, that is responsible for all existence, says, through the evidence thereof, that it can happen. And yet with human beings, where we have choice and we see the results of the choices that we make, and we keep making the wrong choices because it brings us pain and suffering, and we continue to do that, and all of us who think we're righteous go along with it as we go along with it. Why? Because we are held in a bind by the system that exists that says if we do what we do, that's okay, keep them out closed and profit. And there'll come a time that all of this, the wonderful stuff you're talking about, you'll get a chance to receive it. It won't be in this life. It won't be in this time, but you'll get it. I say get it now. Get it now. Anybody that believes in God, anybody that knows God is supposed to be experiencing heaven right now. Why? Because it is their choice to experience heaven right now. Not to put heaven on hold. Not those who know God. You don't put your... And notice that, what does that mean? That means loving people. That doesn't mean taking away people's rights. That's just making sure that no one cause pain and suffering to you, which means no one cause pain and suffering to anyone. That's your responsibility. You're not just want to walk around and say, well, they know not to touch me. I'm Mr. Big. No, baby. That's what the human race is saying. Nobody touches us. We are children of the Almighty God, and the decisions that we make reflect that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I used to, I call myself a preacher, and for a while, and I might even be one. But what I'm telling you right now, I so often hear people say, well, God told me, and I'm sure I've said that many times myself. But I've heard it so much from people who the evidence wasn't there. Then I know how it affects you. You hear these folks say that, making that jive turkey prophecy, and then you start thinking, well, what the hell? You're not a fool. You're not going to be buying into that stuff. And then for me to come here and say something God told me, hey, it's no different than that liar who told you that other stuff. So all I can tell you is this. It's me. This is me. This is what I want. I want everything I said. I want it. I want it. And I hope God ain't got no problem with it. And I'm going to do everything I possibly can to help everybody on there, here on earth, every human being. I'm going to try everything I can to help you. Why? Because if I'm in pain and suffering, I wish and pray and hope that every human being on earth would help me. That's how important it is. So, you know the score. Talk to you later.